welcome to Toilet Talk. All toilet, all the time. I'm your host, John Bank. Today's top story, we have a live interview with Ryan Bank, team owner of Velvet Thunder. He'll be joining us live via tele-satellite fucking thing. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's talk about some of the highlights coming out of Week 1 for the first week of Toilet Bowl action here. First of all, the league champ Steve LeBoss got kicked in the punt by Mike Keeling. Also, we had the Hartford Whalers came out on top of the Upper Deckers in a Clash of the Titans. Spiller, Try this again. That's better. Spiller, I hardly know her, destroyed Manual Stimulation. And going into this next week here, the two top scorers in Week 1, Hartford Whalers is going up against Kick You in the Punt. Again, top two scorers in Week 1. Only 5 points, I believe, separated them the first time. This is going to be one for the record books. So, see how this goes. Both teams are currently undefeated, but that will change after this week. One of them will be defeated unless they tie or do something stupid like agree not to play each other. I don't even know how that would work. Somebody's going down. That's all there is to it. Another interesting fact about Week 1 I'd like to point out, team owner David Baker of Tug Toners and Rainbows had the first overall pick in the draft and was slightly ridiculed for his choice of Tom Brady going first overall. We're probably the only draft that happened to in the country. About that, let me go on to say that Tom Brady was only outscored by two other first-round draft picks, those two being Julio Jones, who blew him out of the water, and Antonio Brown, who only outscored him by about 1 point. So, maybe it was deceptive strategy on Dave's part, who knows. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to go up to our satellite feed and we're going to go straight to Ryan Bank. Welcome to Toilet Talk, Ryan. Did these guys know they're on when we... Okay, now? Okay. Ryan Bank.
Football. Hey, John. Just doing some football stuff, but glad you could have me on.
Glad we could have you on? Looks like you were pretty busy getting off. Ryan, in Week 1, you had a pretty tough loss to Gronk if you're horny. How do you recover from something like that?
It's definitely not in this year's roster. It's not on this year's bench. Our coaching. Game planning.
So, roster-wise, what's your plan? Are you looking at the waiver wire? Do you have any new acquisitions in mind? Are you looking at any trades? How do you shake that part up?
Scouting, for sure. We've got our eye on a rookie next year who, as long as she doesn't sign with the Patriots, should be alright. I say that because I know Tug Toners and Rainbows will pretty much draft anything with a Patriots jersey.
Cute kid. Possibly an athletic prodigy. What's your secret to making a kid like that?
Our water boy position.
What the hell is that?
So you put stuff in it, spins around really fast, chop, 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 chop.
What?
Like to put a little banana in there, yogurt, Greek, of course. Is there any other kind of yogurt?
No, there is not.
Really grind some things up. A little kale, a little spinach, frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries.
Why that?
We're seriously lacking. Not a lot of depth.
That sounds like some fucked up shit. Ryan, you're off to an 0-1 start in the Toilet Bowl this year. Does that raise any alarms yet? I mean, it's only Week 1.
Smoke alarms are going off. Not just one smoke alarm, but all the smoke alarms. Why? because they're all tied together. And they're trying to tell you something. And it's either 3 beeps or 4 beeps. But you got 4 smoke alarms doing either 3 beeps or 4 beeps, and you got to figure out if it's 3 or 4. Then you got to figure out which one started it.
So there are alarms, is what you're saying.
That or a toothbrush in the ass. That'd be bad too.
Okay. Ryan, your next matchup is against Tug Toners and Rainbows. Now, you're pretty familiar with team owner David Baker and that team. Are there any behavioral habits that they may have that you're hoping to exploit?
They rub up against you at bad times. Poop on the floor. Pee on the floor.
They do?
Poop on the floor. Whine for food. Eat more food. Poop on the floor.
In the locker room?
Those are downsides.
Well, I hope you don't have carpet. That would be a mess. What's your opinion of Tug Toners and Rainbows?
They suck.
Okay. Ryan, you missed a lot of the preseason. The team's official stance on it was personal time. What were you golfing? Did you have the sniffles? What exactly was keeping you away from such a crucial part of your team's development headed into the first week of the toilet bowl?
Well, there's gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, gonosyphilitis. That one's not good. You got the yellow pus, the green pus, the blue balls, not good. The bumpy stuff, the scaly stuff. Yeah. Well, it makes your balls the size of basketballs.
Okay. Next question. Ryan, you strike me as a guy that likes to party, and I like to party too. A lot of the party has to do with music. Let me ask you this: how do you come up with your music selection for your home games? What do you like to play as your team charges out onto the field?
The Shushy Bye theme song.
Shushy Bye?
Oh, my, Shushy Bye.
Snoopy Die?
Amana Louie. Amahuna Hakalui.
Snooky Fly?
Human Luigi.
Really strikes fear into the heart of your opponents, huh?
That'll get in your head.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Alright, John. Thanks for having me on, but I really gotta get back to some football stuff.
Ryan, thank you for being on Toilet Talk. I'm going to let you get back to doing whatever the hell it was you were doing there. Folks, as we get into week 2 here, we've got a big week in the toilet bowl because right now every single team is either undefeated or completely defeated. One of the greatest NASCAR racers ever said, if you ain't first, you're last. That's exactly what we have here right now. Week 2 is going to shake that up. Folks, that's all we have for this evening on Toilet Talk. Thank you for tuning in. I'm John Bank. Good luck to everybody going into week 2. Except for you, Mike Robin. Fuck you.